Thai girl who he can persuade to come back to England with him and work as his aunt's au pair.
We've had a couple of English au pairs that work in which has not been too successful. So she's asked me would I try and find her a foreign au pair.
He says he'd bring me back one of those Thai ladies who just love to come and live here. Well, they can because there's a beautiful room for them. Well, if they want to live with me, that's just fine by me.
It's a room ready for the girl herself. So it's a new bed, new carpet. The room just painted out about 2 months ago.
I've been on my own for 7 years now. How I've kept this huge house going on my own, I just cannot think. I just cannot do all the cleaning and dusting and, well, the dust just gathers 4 inches high.
Dave has an unorthodox approach to sourcing a potential employee.
I shall go on to the GoGo bars and get chatting to girls and people there and go from there.
Dave's theory is that life as an au pair in his aunt's house in Hastings, being paid £200 per month plus board and lodgings, is a better prospect than life as a prostitute working in a Thai go-go bar. So, with his bags packed and hopes high, Dave sets off on his mission. After arriving in Bangkok, David made the 3-hour journey straight to the coastal resort of Pattaya, notorious for its array of go-go bars.
The main idea is to get an house girl. If I can do that, I feel I've achieved something really good. You know what I mean? And also give someone else in the world a chance.
With his mission in mind, Dave gets ready for a night out in Pattaya as the hotel's entertainment kicks off with a British flavour.
Just going to stick my panthers on them all, that'll be too strange. Razzle tonight, boys. Getting ready for the go-go bar. Oh, hopefully bring her back tonight. Who knows? Fags, lighter, gold card, money. Teddy finished. Beer, key. That's it. Let's go.
And it doesn't take long before Dave gets sidetracked by a proposition from a Russian woman.
Me and Angela tonight, Russian girl, 11 o'clock.
You know, mate, she's put it right bluntly on me here, this Russian bird. She's like, more or less said like tonight, 11 o'clock, me and you, no problem. And your friend, if he wants one and all, he's got another Russian friend.
After meeting up with some English friends, Dave spends the next week hitting the red light area of Pattaya in search of a suitable woman.
Pattaya is a sex town. Unless you like sex, don't come to Pattaya. Everybody's out here just for one thing, drink, party, sex. You can have what you want in these go-go bars, you know what I mean? It's your choice, it's your pick, you know. You could have your arse on top of your head and your head up your butt with your arse, you know what I mean? They still go with you, you know what I mean? I've got myself a girl for the first night. I've had about 3 or 4 different girls here so far, in the space of several weeks.
And tonight, Dave finds himself another. This girl he feels may be suitable for the job back home, so he takes her back to his hotel to get to know her better.
Got myself a nice little 21-year-old mate coming home with me tonight. How many islands you eat, sweetheart, hey? Nice, lovely.
But will she be the right girl for the job? And does Dave really care? The following morning, Dave finds himself back to square one.
The girl I took home and she was 21. I think her name was Bar. I got chatting to her about au pair, but the girl basically didn't understand English. Finding an au pair is not easy at the moment, you know. I reckon what I've been doing and what I've learnt so far, I think I've got a good chance of finding a decent enough girl to come back and be an au pair. It's finding the girl. It's not been as easy as I'd imagine, but just still go with it. I'm still going to go with it and just keep trying, you know.
The search for a maid in Pattaya goes on, but tonight there's another thing Dave's looking for.
We're off to the score myself some nice marijuana, Thai stick. Here we go.
He's been tipped off about a local supplier who he's arranged to meet later that evening to do the deal.
10 minutes, no problem. Me and my friend, we sit here, have a drink and we wait. Thank you.
Dave is risking a heavy fine and deportation if he's caught in possession of cannabis. Undeterred, he waits for the dealer to arrive.
Nice one, mate. Sit down, mate. Yeah, blinding, mate. Just scored a nice little bag and that. More tomorrow. Cheers.
Dave was also offered heroin and cocaine, which he declined.
Sorted out, look. Bit of this, mate, bit of Thai stick. Look, lovely, nice Thai stick. Look, lovely, they love it out here, mate, I'm telling you. Cocaine, heroin, no good for you. Fuck you up? Yeah. Oh, fuck me, you put a lot in that, ain't you? You have that one, look. Yeah, you take that one. Sugar bollocks, yeah. Yeah, I hold that one. Look at the size of that one. Cool. No wonder you're out of it. I think I better try this one.
No, so did anyone pay for it now?
You want to come toilet?
No.
You want chop, do it? You want to play with my plonker?
Can I go work, you know?
Fuck, he's done with these one, but my one's alright, look.
You stop.
Ready to go, mate.
Time is running out for Dave. He's still to find a girl willing to return to England with him to work as his aunt's au pair. He decides to try harder.
Oi. Don't want to know, do they? Oh, that's lovely, that is. You come to England?
No.
Work for me? No. You shy? No, you're my new wife. My new wife. Hey. I don't think this will be an au pair, but it'll be something. Lovely, lovely. See you tomorrow.
After much searching, Dave's efforts seem to have paid off.
I've met a girl called Mar. She's turned out to be suitable for the job. She works in the bars. She goes with people like most of the girls do, work in the bar, you know, because it's money. She has 3 children. She doesn't really want to do what she's got to do. She knows what she's doing. She's not stupid, but she's 29. She don't want to be sitting there when she's 35, still behind the bar for £1,000 a night for some big fat slob to sit himself over her.
Ma is prepared to leave her 3 children behind and move to England for the promise of a better life.
All we can do now is apply for a visa, hope that she's 100% about it, get her a ticket, and then bring her home and let's give the girl a chance.
But before Dave has time to organise the paperwork, Ma goes off to meet one of her regular clients in Bangkok.
She has a certain client from Holland who comes over. In this case, it's been 4 days. This is why we've had a few delays.
While she's away, he receives a message about one of the properties he's trying to sell for his business back home, leaving him with a problem on his hands.
Unfortunately, I've got to return back to England today. I've had a fax from a estate agent because I look like I've got a buyer to buy my place Tuesday. Otherwise, I'd stay on for another 2-3 weeks and try and sort out Ma.
This means that Ma will have to organise the visa on her own when she returns from Bangkok.
I've written a letter for her and one for a reference for a visa. All being well, hopefully she can come to England in a month's time. And all I can do is just hope that she keeps by her word. Let's pray that it all turns out for the better.
But what Dave's aunt's going to say when he returns home alone remains to be seen. A month later, back in Hastings, Dave is still waiting for the paperwork to be sorted out, and his aunt is still struggling on with the cleaning herself, but she remains optimistic.
He never phoned me. He never sent me a postcard. Nothing. because he was having too bloody a good time. Oh, darling love. He's met this lovely girl, and he's hoping that he will bring her back. Oh, she's going to like me, and I'm going to like her. She won't be able to resist me, will she? Oh, darling.
Dave is currently back in Pattaya trying to sort out Ma's visa. He still hopes to bring her to Britain later this summer. With so many British people travelling to Pattaya, it's no surprise that some enterprising Brits are opening bars in the resort. 25-year-old Jenny came to Thailand on holiday from Barnsley in Yorkshire 3 years ago. She liked it so much that she left her home and family and bought into an English restaurant in Pattaya.
180!
Fish and chips and roast beef are top of the menu at Mick's place.
I lived in Barnsley for 25 years. I became a forklift driver and I used to work every day, and then I decided I wanted an holiday, so I came to Thailand. The way I talk now is I talk really, really slow, because when you talk to Thai people in English, you have to speak really slow. But the minute I go back to England and see my family, I talk, no problem.
There we go.
To be honest, I don't miss anything about England. Things there are expensive, the weather's cold. I don't miss anything, I'd rather be here. The food that we serve in Mick's place, you can either get fish or chips, you can have steak kidney pie, mashed potatoes, peas, carrots. Anything you can buy in England, you can buy here. The only things we cannot get is HP brown sauce, gravy granules, Bristol gravy granules, English tea bags. But when I go back to see my family, I bring with me, so we've always got supply. The fish and chips here are the best fish and chips you will ever taste in your life. Guaranteed.
I come to this place every day whilst I'm here to mix, and the food is beautiful. Yeah.
What did I have for breakfast? Bottle of Carl's with it.
Pattaya's girly bars are obviously one of the seaside town's biggest attractions. But when British men take a break from exploring the streets, they head to bars like Mick's place.
The girls, yes, beautiful, beautiful ladies. Beautiful ladies in Pattaya.
The girls, they're beautiful. You sport for choice, you don't know where to look. Some nights you have to have a rest.
The girls are very nice, but when you're married, you've got to keep away from them, haven't you? You know.
Pattaya is absolutely brilliant. People, bars, nightlife, everything. It's really good. Beat Spain anywhere. Best place in the world.
And I would not go back to England for anybody.
Coming up after the break, the commander who's off to see his millionaire son. Simon and Neri Grove are going to Bangkok for 2 months to visit their son Jan, who lives and works there.
Well, here we are in Kensington. We do enjoy, shall we say, a better standard of living than the norm. And this is our house up here. I'm a retired Lieutenant Commander in the Navy, and I was an attaché in the British Embassy in Tokyo for a total of 6 years. I was a Japanese interpreter. I scored the highest rate ever, which was 88% in the final exams. Here is a Japanese naval sword. I, of course, was in the Navy, and I then retired from the Navy and became a stockbroker. I was the biggest seller of gilt edge. I was doing £1 billion a year with a staff of 4, can you believe it?
He was working in Japan. I was working in England because I do not believe in boarding schools.
The commander's son is the 5th generation of the Grove family to have business interests in the East.
And I think he takes his brains from his dad.
Yeah, he does. But also, I get on there with people, and even long before I met her, when I went abroad first time, and I got on with Chinese, Indians, what have you, Africans, at a time when it was not fashionable.
Jan runs a car parking business, and the commander wants to meet his son's employees to make sure the company is weathering the Asian economic storm.
I am a director and a 10% shareholder, a six-figure shareholder, let's put it this way, in his business. So he's done bloody well, he's going to do even better.
You mustn't use perfect.
Of course I can, I'm a naval officer. I'll put on my nice tie hat, which keeps the sun out. And then I've got a chin strap here if the wind is strong.
And what was that remark, Dr. Livingston?
No, that's Africa, nothing to do with me. I'm Asia.
In Bangkok, the commander and his wife are staying in their son's luxury 23rd floor apartment.
Well, as you can see, although this is a very exclusive area with embassies down there, expensive apartment blocks just a stone's throw away, right beside one of these slums.
The commander's son Jan is 33 and came to Bangkok when he spotted a gap in the car parking market.
I used to be a stockbroker in Tokyo. I came to Bangkok 4 years ago with a black bag, typical sort of immigrant story. I didn't know anybody here. I didn't speak a word of the language. Now I'm the largest car park operator in Bangkok. My parents are settling in fantastically. They love it here because they're waited on hand and foot.
Thank you.
My father is interested to see how his investments are going.
Jan has organised a morale-boosting company trip to Pattaya and takes his parents along to meet the staff.
In the Far East, if you're running a company, as I did for 20 years, you're the father figure. You treat them very equally, but they treat you with respect, which is not what would be the case necessarily west of Suez.
First stop is the shooting range. Next stop is a go-kart track where the commander takes a break from the action and orders himself a carrot juice.
We can't go yet, I haven't got my carrot juice. We can't go, I have not got my carrot juice yet. Keep those, I'll go and chase the man. Well, have you asked him where my carrot juice is? What? We're taking a bloody long time, that's all right, okay. That's not carrot juice. That's not carrot juice. I can't eat solid carrot. No, I'm sorry. Tostapon was drinking it. I said, what is it? It looked good. It's a carrot juice. I ordered one.
The carrot juice finally arrives.
Well, is it juice? Hold on, let's try. That's not juice. That's solid. Look. That's ice. I see. All right. Well, I'll do my best.
After paying a large sum of money for the land rights around Morchit bus station, Jan profits from virtually all business taking place there. But he still needs to convince his father that the venture will recoup its investment.
Because the Thais never developed a rail network, all of the Thais are obliged to travel by bus. So this is in fact the largest bus terminal on Earth.
Very easily, yeah.
So that's 45 million people a year passing through this terminal.
Unbelievable, yeah.
All of these buses are waiting to drive into the terminal to pick up passengers. So they'll come into my land, park under the expressway here. For that, they pay a 50 baht parking fee.
Yeah.
All these shops you see over here, they're paying us. But we have a monopoly on all soft drink sales, beer, cigarettes, magazines, newspapers. Each car has to pay 15 baht per hour. That's right, that's also my bus wash. We also have a snooker club over there. I have the right for all the advertising contracts within this building. And I'll tell you, that toilet over there does an absolute cracking business. 2 baht to use the loo. Well, you know, we're doing about £3,000 to £3,500 a day, so it's really turning in the cash now.
Jan's successful venture takes the commander back to the days of the empire.
What my son has done is what English people that age could have done in the 18th or 19th centuries, and most of them haven't got it together anymore, can't be done. The place to get it done, as it was in those days, is the east. Hooray, my spectators arrived, and a video of English television has arrived. So that keeps you busy for a few days.
The commander and his wife have settled in well to life in Thailand, and while their son tries to strike a business deal over advertising space with a Japanese company, the couple head off to lunch at the British Club.
Oh, Jap. It's opposite that blue building. Nearly, wait. No. I tell you, wait a minute. Nearly, no, I don't think this. No. More. Wait, maybe here. Let me look. Slow. Yes, I think this is it. Open your window and give them this. Yes, we are ordinary members. Oh, I got wrong bit. Oh, sorry. British Club. British Club. Oh, sorry.
Like his father, Jan speaks Japanese, which gives him an advantage during deals like this.
I think it's invaluable that my upbringing meant that I was in Asia since the age of 3, because it allows me to understand some of the cultural methods of doing business and of getting along with people.
After a stressful journey, the couple eventually arrive at the British Club. And after sorting out his lunch arrangements, the commander reflects on his son's business achievements, which are improving by the minute.
Okay, we got it. So out for a few beers tonight. The deal went ahead. They're going to pay 90,000 in advance, and they're going to pay about 2,000 to 3,000 each month. So that's fantastic news. Dad's going to be very pleased. And we're now in advertising.
So Jan follows in his father's footsteps, conquering the East.
I wouldn't mind spending 6 months a year here, 6 months in Britain. I'm a bit sort of schizophrenic, I suppose. If I can quote Kipling, ship me somewheres east of Suez, where the best is like the worst, where there ain't no 10 commandments and a man can raise a thirst.
On the programme next week, the former fireman who's off to net himself some butterflies, the widow who's swapping her comfortable home life to work in an orphanage, and the former rock star who's opted for the simple life.